The Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Isa bin Salman Educational Charitable Trust, Chairman of the Board of Directors of Temkeen, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, yesterday chaired Temkeen's Board of Directors meeting. The meeting reviewed the organization's key achievements for the first quarter and its strategic priorities for the year ahead. His Highness affirmed that Bahraini citizens remain at the heart of the national development, noting that investing in their potential is a top priority. He acknowledged the unwavering support Bahraini talent receives from His Majesty the King and the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister. His Highness praised the achievements made by Team Bahrain in the first quarter of 25, highlighting the spirit of collaboration and shared commitment to advancing opportunities in employment, training and entrepreneurship. He underscored the importance of ensuring the highest quality in Temkeen's training programs, emphasizing the need for alignment with labor market demands and adherence to international standards. Developments on ongoing support initiatives were discussed, centered around Temkeen's three core pillars: employment, career development and enterprise support. Additionally, new policy and incentive were approved to enhance support for people of determination under the National Employment Programme, including an additional 10% support annually. The Chief Executive of Temkeen, Maha Mufiz, presented an overview of Temkeen's Q1 25 achievements. The board also reviewed plans aimed at increasing the impact of Temkeen's support programs and achieving the strategic priorities for the year. The Deputy Prime Minister, Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, met with the Secretary General of the Council of Ministers of Oman, Sheikh Al Fadl bin Mohammed Al Harthi, in the presence of the Minister of Cabinet Affairs, Hamad bin Faisal Malki, and senior officials. The Deputy Prime Minister stressed that the close fraternal relations between Bahrain and Oman are based on solid foundations of common history, mutual respect and a mutual keenness to advance cooperation to achieve the visions and aspirations of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and Sultan of Oman, His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq. He said that their continuous development of relations reflect the depth of their ties under the continuous follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister, Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and the Deputy Prime Minister for Cabinet Affairs of Oman, His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mohammed Al Saeed, to strengthen Gulf integration and consolidate the pillars of security, stability and development in the region. The Deputy Prime Minister welcomed the Secretary General and his delegation, pointing out the importance of building on the achievements made in terms of exchanging experiences and knowledge that ensure enhancing governance and government performance, and developing practices that translate the objectives supporting effective administrative and institutional integration. For his part, Al Harthi thanked the Deputy Prime Minister, praising the strong ties between the two countries, which were strengthened thanks to the interest of the two leaders in developing them. He wished Bahrain and its people further progress and prosperity. The Representative Council Speaker, head of Bahrain's Parliamentary Division delegation, Ahmed Musallam, met with member of the UK Parliament, Fabian Hamilton, on the sidelines of the IPU Assembly. And Musallam hailed the depth of Bahraini-UK relations thanks to the close and distinguished relations between His Majesty the King and His Majesty King Charles. He expressed pride in the relations between the two friendly countries and peoples at the official and parliamentary levels and their continuous development. The Speaker praised the parliamentary cooperation between Bahrain and the UK in strengthening relations and coordination in international parliamentary forums, and for his part, Hamilton expressed pride in the close historic ties between the two countries. He recalled Bahrain's success in organizing the 146th IPU Assembly, stressing that Bahrain is a civilized model of coexistence, fraternity and tolerance. He said that the British Parliament is keen to strengthen parliamentary relations with the Shura and Representative Councils. The U.S. Embassy in Bahrain hosted a reception marking the 249th anniversary of the U.S. independence under the theme Unity Through Sport. The celebration was attended by the Minister of Finance, National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, and the Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Judicial Council, Sheikh Khalid bin Ali Al Khalifa, along with ministers and senior officials. U.S. Ambassador to Bahrain, Stephen Bondi, delivered a speech highlighting that over more than a century of close cooperation, Bahrain and the US have built a results-oriented partnership. Bondi commended the leadership of His Majesty the King and his chairing of the 33rd Arab Summit, the Bahrain Summit, as well as the Emergency Arab Summit in Cairo. He said that His Majesty's vision for peace and security reflects shared values between the two nations, along with those of other international partners. He expressed appreciation to His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister for the cabinet statement issued yesterday, which underscored the strategic partnership between the two countries and the role of the US in safeguarding security, stability and freedom of navigation in the Arabian Gulf and the Red Sea. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif Al-Zayani, attended a meeting at the UN headquarters in New York with member states of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, organized by Bahrain's permanent mission to the UN. The meeting was held in support of Bahrain's candidacy for a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council for the 26-27 term ahead of the General Assembly vote scheduled for June. Dr. Zayani delivered a speech expressing appreciation to the permanent representatives of ICU member states for their presence and ongoing support for Bahrain in their endeavor, and emphasized Bahrain's commitment to defending common Islamic causes within the Security Council. He noted that under the leadership of His Majesty the King and the dedicated work of the government led by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister, Bahrain continues to support the vision of a secure, stable and interconnected Middle East. He underlined the need for unity, solidarity and enhanced collective action to overcome challenges and reach meaningful solutions to common issues. Dr. Zayani said that achieving a just and sustainable peace in the Middle East based on internationally recognized references remains a consistent demand of Arab and Islamic countries. He recalled that this position has been emphasized in regional and international forums, including the Arab Islamic Summit in Riyadh and the Arab Summit hosted by Bahrain. The latter adopted Bahrain's initiative calling for an international peace conference to establish a sovereign Palestinian state and secure its full membership in the UN. He said that Bahrain views its membership on the Security Council as a pivotal opportunity to cooperate with countries in promoting international peace and stability, and that Bahrain will give priority in the Council to issues of Arab and Islamic world, foremost the Palestinian cause. He said that Bahrain will work to ensure the Security Council fulfills its responsibilities in maintaining international peace and security and advancing political solutions to the conflicts in the region. He said that Bahrain is committed to promoting inclusive dialogue in line with the principles of the UN Charter and international law. During its membership, the kingdom will seek to amplify the voices and positions of Islamic countries. Dr. Zayani said that Bahrain recognizes the importance of addressing traditional and emerging threats to international peace and security. He said that Bahrain's priorities in the Council include enhancing international cooperation to protect critical infrastructure, countering cybercrime, maintaining maritime security, and combating piracy and addressing terrorism. He added that Bahrain firmly believes in the importance of inclusivity in security and will continue advocating for the effective participation of women and youth in international decision-making, particularly in conflict prevention, resolution and post-conflict reconstruction. The minister emphasized the urgent need for the Security Council to adapt and remain effective in responding to growing global conflicts. He underscored Bahrain's commitment to working with other council members to enhance working methods and ensure readiness to address issues with the goal of achieving lasting peace and security. He emphasized Bahrain's readiness to play a positive role as a non-permanent member of the Security Council, adding that through cooperation and coordination with both permanent and non-permanent members, Bahrain aims to contribute to building a future defined by peace, cooperation and prosperity. The permanent representative of the OIC countries thanked Bahrain for organizing this important meeting. They expressed confidence in the competence of Team Bahrain to assume political responsibility as a non-permanent member of the Security Council. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdul Latif Zayani, attended a meeting organized by Bahrain's permanent mission to the UN with a permanent representative of ASEAN member states. The meeting was held in support of Bahrain's candidacy for a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council for the 26-27 term. The minister expressed Bahrain's appreciation for the strong and advanced partnership with ASEAN. He underscored Bahrain's ongoing commitment to strengthening bilateral cooperation, noting the support of the Asia-Pacific Group for Bahrain's Security Council bid. He said that under the leadership of His Majesty the King and with the efforts of the government, led by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister, Bahrain remains committed to a vision of a secure, stable and interconnected world as a foundation for the prosperity of all nations. He emphasized Bahrain's long-standing efforts in promoting strategic dialogue and advancing cooperation between the GCC and ASEAN. He highlighted Bahrain's accession to the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia in 2019 and underscored Bahrain's respect for its principles, particularly those concerning the peaceful settlement of regional disputes and regional cooperation. The minister expressed Bahrain's appreciation for ASEAN's commitment to multilateral diplomacy and its efforts to promote global peace and security, values he described as essential to collective progress. He reiterated Bahrain's awareness of the responsibilities of Security Council membership and its belief that genuine cooperation is essential for achieving and sustaining global peace, security and development. Zayani said that Bahrain views Security Council membership as an opportunity to work with fellow members to strengthen international peace and stability, uphold dialogue and the principles of the UN Charter and international law, and ensure that the voices of Arab, Middle Eastern and Asian nations are heard within the Council. The minister further underscored Bahrain's commitment to addressing both traditional and emerging threats to international peace and security. He outlined Bahrain's priorities, including enhancing international cooperation to protect critical infrastructure, combat cybercrime, counter illicit maritime activity and confront terrorism, as well as tackling its root causes and dismantling its financing networks. He highlighted Bahrain's strong belief in the transformative power of inclusive security and its intention to advocate for the meaningful participation of women and youth in international decision-making processes as vital components of sustainable peace-building strategies. Dr. Zayani concluded by emphasizing Bahrain's readiness to play a constructive and active role as a non-permanent member of the Security Council, reiterating Bahrain's commitment to dialogue, cooperation and contributing to global peace and stability in collaboration with both permanent and non-permanent members. ASEAN permanent representatives expressed appreciation for the opportunity to learn about Bahrain's priorities for its prospective council term. They underscored their country's support for Bahrain's candidacy and extended their best wishes for success. The Minister of Electricity and Water Affairs, Yasser Humaidan, held a meeting with the CEO of Casa Depositi e Prestiti Dairo Scanna Piso. The meeting reviewed strengthening cooperation in sustainable energy and resource efficiency, exchange experiences and apply best practices in clean energy project development. Humaidan underscored Bahrain's commitment to promoting sustainable environmental transformation through the adoption of renewable energy sources and the innovative use of available resources. He highlighted the importance of enhancing cooperation with leading countries and global companies in sustainable energy to develop energy infrastructure and improve the efficient use of natural resources in line with sustainable development goals. The minister underscored the importance of continued knowledge exchange between both countries and supporting research in the clean energy sector to achieve a sustainable transition based on renewable resources. The Minister of Tourism, Fatima Al-Sayrafi, participated in the ministerial roundtable on investing in tourism, shaping investment opportunities through policy innovation as part of the annual investment meeting 25 organized by the World Tourism Organization in the UAE. Al-Sayrafi said that investment in tourism is a key driver of economic growth in Bahrain, supporting other sectors and creating new jobs that benefit the national economy. She said that the tourism sector is one of the most promising economic sectors in the region, and supporting tourism investment represents a fundamental pillar of sustainable development, which contributes to strengthening Bahrain's position as a leading global tourism destination. The minister added that the private sector in Bahrain is a key partner in developing tourism, and that 2024 witnessed the addition of some 4- and 5-star hotels. She also said that Bahrain achieved significant successes in supporting business tourism by attracting major events and conferences, and highlighted the importance of coordination between Bahrain and regional and international tourism organizations and enhancing joint Arab cooperation. On the sidelines of this roundtable, Al-Sayrafi met with the Director General of Tourism at the Department of Culture and Tourism in Abu Dhabi, Salah Al-Jaziri, where they reviewed relations between the two countries. 2Cs Motorsport, owned by His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, delivered a strong start to the 2025 British GT season, securing victory and a double podium finish in the opening round held at Donington Park in the UK. His Highness expressed pride in the team's performance, noting that claiming the pole position and winning the first race reflects the extensive efforts made during the winter. He highlighted the drivers' impressive performances, which exceeded expectations despite their limited experience in this category. He said that this achievement adds to Bahrain's sporting achievements and contributes to registering Bahrain's name in the strongest motor racing circuits. This achievement came after great efforts made by the team during the pre-season, as the team had to modify its technical plan after an accident during testing days before the race. The drivers expressed satisfaction with the result and described the weekend as exceptional and credited the outcome to team collaboration. Following these results, 2Cs Motorsport now leads the championship standings and is preparing for the upcoming Silverstone 500 scheduled to take place from April 25th to 27th. The Secretary General of the Council of Representatives Mohammed El-Sisi and Secretary General of the Shura Council Karim Al-Abbasi held a joint meeting with Head of the Administrative Office of the National Assembly of Azerbaijan, Farid Hajiev. During the meeting, they affirmed their commitment to strengthening bilateral cooperation, the exchange of expertise and joint visits, and coordinating efforts in regional and international forums. They also discussed and prepared an MOU aimed at enhancing administrative and information-related practices. Bahrain's Parliamentary Division delegation, represented by Representative Council member Dr. Mahdi Al-Shweikh, participated in a workshop organized by the IPU under the title Reducing Methane Emissions, a Critical Pathway to Addressing the Climate Crisis. He affirmed Bahrain's commitment to working towards the reduction of methane emissions, highlighting it as a critical pathway to addressing the climate crisis. He said that Bahrain is adopting ambitious policies and practical measures in this regard. He said that Bahrain announced its commitment to achieving net zero emissions by 2060 and reducing methane emissions by 30% by 2035. The first Deputy Speaker of the Council of Representatives, Abdul Nabi Salman, participated in a workshop on parliamentary diplomacy and mediation held on the sidelines of the IPU Assembly. He affirmed that Bahrain's diplomacy under the leadership of His Majesty the King, with the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister, successfully shaped a unique model of balanced diplomacy. He emphasized Bahrain's effective efforts in promoting regional and international peace and security through a diplomatic approach rooted in the values of moderation, balance, openness, respect for state sovereignty, and rejection of external interference in internal affairs. Member of the Council of Representatives Hassan Ibrahim was selected as a representative of the Arab Parliamentary Group in the IPU Youth Parliamentarians Bureau, following the unanimous endorsement of his candidacy by the parliamentary group. He affirmed that his election is a parliamentary recognition reflecting the active role played by Bahrain's parliamentary division and the significant contributions of Bahraini youth in legislative and parliamentary fields. He added that his election affirms the role Bahraini youth play in the advancement of parliamentary and legislative work. The Bahrain Parliamentary Division participated in a discussion session on leveraging religious and ethical values to promote parliamentary dialogue and peaceful coexistence. They affirmed that Bahrain's global initiatives to support dialogue, tolerance and peaceful coexistence are based on the royal visions of His Majesty the King. They said that the initiatives embody His Majesty's directives to promote global peace, human solidarity and fraternity among nations. The delegation included the first Deputy Speaker of the Shura Council, Jamal Fakhru, and members Dr. Bassam Al Ben Mohammed and Hala Ramzi. During that session, Ramzi said that Bahrain serves as a model for promoting values of tolerance and coexistence among religions and cultures. The first Deputy Speaker of the Representative Council, Abdullah Salman, said that the IPU International Peace and Security Committee unanimously supported a draft resolution supporting the two-state solution in Palestine. The meeting stressed international commitment to support the Palestinian cause and affirmed the rights of the Palestinian people to establish their independent state. Salman said that the support of national parliaments of this approach represents a strong parliamentary message of solidarity with the legitimate rights of the Palestinian people. Member of the Shura Council, Dalal Al-Zayed, participated in the meeting of the committee to promote respect for international humanitarian law. She said that protecting children affected by armed conflicts is a global humanitarian responsibility and called for enhanced joint efforts to establish effective legal and humanitarian mechanisms. She highlighted that Bahrain possesses a comprehensive set of legislation system and laws that guarantee child protection. She said that Bahrain places significant importance on supporting international efforts to strengthen child protection frameworks worldwide and also stressed the necessity of developing integrated programs to rehabilitate children whose rights have been violated and who suffered in conflict zones. The parliamentary delegation participated in the Forum of Women Parliamentarians held during the IPU Assembly. The delegation was represented by a member of the Shura Council, Dalal Zayed, and MP Dr. Mehdi Al-Shweikh. The delegation commended the role of the Bureau of Women Parliamentarians in addressing issues concerning women and protecting their rights and achievements. They emphasized that these efforts reflect international parliamentary endeavors to promote gender equality and balance and to advance women's rights globally. The Vice President of the Asian Parliamentary Assembly, MP Ahmed Al-Saloom, participated in the IPU Assembly. And during that meeting, the Secretary General of the Asian Parliamentary Assembly, Dr. Mohammed Majid, delivered a speech highlighting the importance of enhancing Asian and international parliamentary cooperation. He noted the Asian Group plays an active role in the programs, activities and committees of the IPU. MP Ahmed Al-Saloom and MP Dr. Mehdi Al-Shweikh participated in the meeting of the IPU Standing Committee on Democracy and the Human Rights. Representatives from Global Parliament discussed the rapid advancement in artificial intelligence and the challenge these technologies pose to democratic values and human rights, including associated legal aspects. They emphasized the importance of establishing legislative and ethical framework to ensure that AI and advanced digital technologies serve humanity and uphold principle of justice and equality. They highlighted the necessity of international parliamentary collaboration to develop effective regulations that protect individual privacy in using AI and technology. Bahrain's parliamentary delegation participated in a panel discussion on the growing role of BRICS in international relations, its impact on the UN, and the efforts made by the group in supporting economic stability and sustainable development. The delegation included Shura Council member Dr. Bassam Al Ben Mohammed and MP Maryam Al Zayan. They said that Bahrain focuses on strengthening economic and development with emerging countries and seek to build strategic relations with BRICS. They added that Bahrain emphasizes the importance of achieving peace in the Middle East, noting that the stability of the region has a direct impact on global peace and security. The Secretary General of the Council of Representatives, Mohammed al-Buainin, and the Secretary General of the Shura Council, Karima al-Abbasi, met with Secretary General of the Council of Representatives of Morocco, Najib Khadi. The two sides praised the depth of the historical Bahraini-Moroccan relations and their progress thanks to the patronage of His Majesty the King and the Moroccan monarch. The two sides stressed the joint keenness to continue cooperating and exchange experiences in digital transformation and artificial intelligence. They praised the support of Speaker of the Council of Representatives, Ahmed al-Musallam, Chairman of the Shura Council, Ali al-Saleh, and the Speaker of the Moroccan Parliament, Dr. Rashid al-Almi. The two sides discussed ways to enhance cooperation and exchange of expertise in the fields of research, information, and administration, and ways to benefit from the best advanced practices in supporting legislative work, in addition to discussing coordinating positions in Arab and international forums. Secretary General of the Council of Representatives and Secretary General of the Shura Council also participated in the meeting of the Association of Secretaries General of Parliament. They discussed meeting the expectations of young parliamentarians, emphasizing the importance of supporting youth empowerment across various fields. They highlighted that Bahrain has made significant progress in enhancing youth participation in economic or democratic processes, particularly in parliamentary work. They noted Bahrain's numerous initiatives aimed at encouraging the youth to propose innovative projects that contribute to digital transformation. Temkeen continues to support the youth through various initiatives and programs as part of achieving development goals as part of Bahrain's progress. We have more in this report.
In a pioneering move that reflects the vision towards a future based on intelligence and knowledge, Temkeen launched the first of its kind package to train youth in artificial intelligence technologies and adopt additional incentives for people with disabilities. These pioneering initiatives, announced by Temkeen's Board of Directors, chaired by His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman Al Khalifa, are a turning point and an opportunity to promote professional and social empowerment by qualifying 50,000 Bahraini youth in artificial intelligence skills by 2030 and supporting employees with disabilities by adopting additional incentives for them by 10% as part of the National Employment Programme. These steps are part of a comprehensive strategy that aims to integrate artificial intelligence in various sectors and enable individuals to use its tools effectively and safely. Empowering people with disabilities by providing additional opportunities and advanced training and support reflects a shift in concepts and embodies inclusivity and justice. Artificial intelligence is one of the most important drivers of development in our current era, which made Temkeen accelerate adopting these pioneering modern technologies. This made Temkeen a leading platform in preparing cadres capable of competing globally.
Now, the Anti-Narcotics Directorate of the General Directorate of Criminal Investigation and Forensic Science have arrested 5 people of different nationalities for drug dealing and planting narcotics in a house equipped with such purpose. The market value of the confiscated narcotics is over 1 million BD. The Directorate was notified about the individuals who planted those narcotics, and they were identified and arrested after the launch of an investigation. Legal proceedings were taken and the case was referred to the public prosecution. The Directorate calls upon citizens and residents to report cases, complaints and comments and ask for assistance.